Adams here. Welcome to Spice of Life, where I share what's happening in our kitchen to make life and yours more successful. If you like today's video, please hit the like button so that others know to check it out. And if you want more content, please subscribe to our channel. Let's see what's happening in the kitchen today.
Today we will be making Poblano sour cream chicken enchiladas. This recipe is the bomb because the combination of mild poblanos mixed with sour cream creates a tasty, satisfying enchilada sauce that pairs wonderfully with a roasted chicken and cheese filling. Let's see what ingredients we need for this recipe. There is a bit of preparation I recommend be completed in advance to make the process easier. First, I like to pre-cook the chicken in a crock pot. There are many methods you can use to cook your chicken, but this is the easiest in my opinion. I personally prefer boneless, skinless chicken breast. For this recipe, it usually takes 3 full breaths. After cleaning the chicken, put the chicken in the crock pot with a little bit of water in the bottom and cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours or on high for 4 hours. Once it is done, you can easily use 2 forks to shred the chicken. I like to shred it in the pot so that it can soak its natural juices back into the meat. This prevents it from drying out. Next, you will want to clean and chop your poblano peppers. We begin by coring and de-seeding the pepper. This is pretty easy to do. Simply use a knife to make a circular cut around the stem of the pepper on top and pull the seed core. You can then cut it in half and scrape out additional seeds and core that may be left. Once that is done, you will want to thoroughly wash the inside and outside parts of the poblano peppers. Next, you will want to chop the poblano peppers up very fine. I like to use my automatic chopper, but if you don't have one, you can chop them up by hand, or you might consider using a blender. I cut the peppers into smaller pieces before I put them in my chopper. This automatic chopper is great because it makes chopping a breeze, especially for things like peppers, onions, and nuts. Okay, let's put these chopped poblanos into a bowl so we can get started on our sauce. In a stovetop skillet, melt your 3 tablespoons of butter and saute your 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. Add your chopped poblano peppers and saute about 5 to 7 minutes on medium heat until soft and somewhat translucent. After that, add your 1/4 cup of flour and mix it evenly within the sauté mixture to create your roux. You may want to turn down your heat a bit so it doesn't burn. It will seem kind of pasty in texture. That's how it's supposed to be. Continue cooking the roux mixture for about another 2 minutes, stirring and mixing it continually. You may get a little that sticks to the bottom, and that's okay. It's going to happen. Here comes the fun part. In a blender, add your roux mixture, and add your 1½ cups of chicken broth. Blend it until smooth, about 5 to 10 seconds. Now, add your 1 cup of sour cream. Puree the mixture in the blender for about another 10 seconds until it's smooth. Oh wow, this looks bright. Now if you have an immersion blender, you could have done this right in the pan, but I don't, so this is the next best alternative. Return your pureed sauce into the pan and add in your 2 teaspoons of garlic salt, and then your 2/3 cup of cilantro. Stir them into the mixture. Now, I am a big fan of cilantro, so I like a lot. You can always reduce the amount if it's too much for your liking. You're going to want to cook the mixture on medium-low heat for about 5 to 10 minutes to allow it to thicken, and you're going to want to stir it often. At this point, go ahead and begin preheating your oven to 375 degrees. Now we can actually put together our enchiladas. You will need a 9x13 pan. I would recommend spraying the bottom generously with nonstick oil. Transfer a few spoonfuls of the Poblano sour cream sauce to the bottom of your pan and spread it evenly. For this recipe, you can use corn or flour tortillas. My personal preference is to use flour tortillas. On a side note, I warm them in the microwave prior to rolling them. I like to roll my enchiladas right in the pan to help contain the mess, and so the tortillas can soak up a little of the sauce we're putting in here. Okay, let's start rolling. Coat both sides of your tortilla with sauce from the bottom of the pan. Add your desired amount of cheese across the middle of the tortilla, and then add your shredded chicken on top of the cheese. Roll your tortilla like I show here and place it at the end of your pan with the folded side down. You're going to continue this process until you fill up the pan. You will probably need to continue adding a spoonful of sauce to the bottom of the pan now and then as you're rolling them up. When you run out of space in the pan to roll, you can simply roll on top of the other enchiladas. Depending on the size of your tortillas and the kind you use, you will generally get 10 to 12 enchiladas. The flour tortillas I'm using are somewhat bigger, so I'm going to yield about 10 in this batch. Once you have all your enchiladas rolled, pour the rest of the Poblano sour cream sauce over the top, spreading it evenly. Okay, to finish it off, sprinkle more cheese evenly across the top. Let's put these in the oven and we will bake them for 20 to 25 minutes. You'll know they're done when the enchiladas are bubbling and the cheese is melted. Oh my goodness, these turned out perfect. They look and smell fantastic. I like to serve mine with some lettuce and tomato to garnish and with a dollop of fresh guacamole and sour cream on top. I cannot wait for you to try these out yourself. If you enjoyed this recipe, please let me know by clicking the like button below. You can also receive updates on new recipes or find our channel easier by clicking the subscribe button. Have a blessed day.